The galactic Senate chamber buzzed with activity, a cacophony of alien tongues blending into a discordant symphony. Representatives from countless species filled the massive hall, their forms ranging from towering insectoids to shimmering beings of pure energy. At the center of it all stood Supreme Negotiator Frelthok, a Varnock with an ego as large as his six-eyed head. Order, order. Frelthok's voice echoed through the chamber, amplified by the crystalline structures embedded in the walls. Today, we address the matter of humanity, the most peculiar species to have stumbled into our esteemed council. The Varnock's lipless mouth curled into something approximating a sneer. Frelthok had never been fond of humans. They were unpredictable, stubborn, and, worst of all, entirely unimpressed by the galaxy's more advanced civilizations. It grated on him that they, a species barely out of their own solar system, dared to speak to the Galactic Senate as equals. He gestured toward the human representative, who sat alone at a small desk, dwarfed by the grandeur of the chamber. Representative Julian Carter, do you have anything to say in your species' defense? Or will you finally admit that humanity's presence here is a cosmic joke? Julian rose slowly, his expression calm, but his eyes steely. He was an unassuming man, average height, lean build, and clad in the simple gray uniform of Earth's diplomatic corps. Yet there was a quiet confidence in his demeanor that silenced the murmurs in the chamber. Supreme Negotiator Frelthok, Julian began, his voice measured, your disdain for humanity is no secret. But let me remind you that Earth was invited to join this council after proving our ingenuity and resilience. Frelthok let out a guttural laugh that reverberated through the hall. Ingenuity? Resilience? You mean your penchant for stumbling into trouble and somehow surviving it? The chamber erupted into laughter, various species clicking, humming, or vibrating in their unique expressions of amusement. Julian's lips twitched into a faint smile. Precisely, he replied. We stumble, yes, but we also rise, again and again, and it seems that some among you find this, how shall I put it, threatening. The laughter died down, replaced by an uneasy silence. Frelthok's eyes narrowed. Threatening? You flatter yourselves. Julian leaned forward, placing his hands on the desk. To I. Let's talk about the latest incident at the border of Varnock space, where your fleet accidentally violated human territory. Frelthok waved a claw dismissively, a minor navigational error. That destroyed 3 civilian freighters and a mining colony? Julian's voice was sharp now. We demanded an explanation, and what did we get? Silence. The tension in the room was palpable. Frelthok shifted uncomfortably, his 6 eyes darting around as if seeking support. Your species, Julian continued, has consistently underestimated humanity. You see us as primitive, but we've learned from every conflict, every challenge. And when you push us too far, we push back. Frelthok scoffed. Are you threatening the Varnock Empire? Julian straightened, his gaze steady. I'm reminding you of our history. Empires greater than yours have tried to break us. They all failed. The chamber erupted again, but this time it wasn't laughter. Whispers and murmurs spread like wildfire. Julian's words had struck a nerve. Frelthok's sneer returned, bold words from a species so young. Do you really think your tiny fleet can stand against the might of the Varnock Armada? Julian's calm facade cracked just slightly enough to reveal a glimmer of something dangerous. Fleet? Who said anything about a fleet? Before Frelthok could respond, the chamber's lights dimmed. A holographic display activated above Julian, showing a live feed of space near the Varnock border. At first, it appeared empty, but then dozens of human ships shimmered into view, their stealth technology disengaging. Each vessel bristled with weapons, their sleek designs a stark contrast to the bulky Varnock warships. The Senate chamber erupted into chaos. Alien delegates shouted over one another, their voices a mix of alarm and disbelief. Frelthok stared at the display, his confidence crumbling. Julian's voice cut through the commotion. Those ships aren't here to attack. They're here to remind you that humanity will not be bullied. We're not just survivors. We're strategists, inventors, and warriors. Push us too far, and you'll see exactly what we're capable of. The Varnock's arrogance faltered. For the first time, Frelthok looked genuinely uncertain. This is a violation of interstellar law. Julian's smile was cold. As was your incursion into our space. Consider this our response. Frelthok's claws clenched and unclenched as he struggled to regain control. But the damage was done. The Varnak's reputation as an unassailable power was shattered, and the rest of the council saw humanity in a new light, not as an upstart species, but as a force to be reckoned with. Very well, Frelthok said at last, his voice strained. The Varnak Empire will review its actions. Julian nodded, his expression neutral once more, a wise decision. As the session adjourned, Julian walked out of the chamber, his head held high. He knew the message had been received loud and clear. Humanity wasn't looking for a fight, but they weren't afraid of one either. In the shadows of the vast galactic arena, one thing became clear to all. Earth's place among the stars was no longer in question. The cocky aliens had underestimated humanity, and they had paid the price.